Hey, this is David, and today we're hiking up a mountain, racing against time to find a campsite and gather enough firewood so we stay warm tonight, and other mishaps that may have happened during this trip. It's supposed to be raining today, and it's not, so really thankful for that. Absolutely beautiful out here today. Wow. I was expecting rainy conditions with snow later tonight. Okay, now I gotta go downhill. So I don't know how this is gonna act with me going downhill with this weight on the sleigh. Oh, here it comes. Oh crap, okay. Snow is getting a lot deeper right here. Trying to watch my bag. Trying to watch the sled, make sure it doesn't slide into that water creek. I know the trail goes up here, so I'm gonna have to cross this creek. I just have to do it carefully. Absolutely gorgeous up here. All the snow melting from these trees make it sound like it's raining. Tell you what, even though it's cold out here, this is a lot of work. And I'm sweating my butt off. But luckily, it's mainly in my face, not my body. Oh crap. And I think I'm almost to where I want to camp. Let's get up this hill real quick and see how it looks up here. I'm gonna leave my bag here for a second while I go recon to see if there's a spot down here I can camp in. Oh, a lot of down branches. This might be a good spot right here. I'm thinking down here in this creek area along the water. All right, I decided after scoping out the area ahead that I'm gonna go down here. There's like a little clearing with the creek running through it, and it's pretty flat land. Up there, so far from what I can see, not very flat, and we're running out of time because the sun's going down. We need to get this tent up and we need to get firewood before it gets cold. So let me put this camera down and hurry up and make it down there to the trail. Had to come back and find this flat land right here. Let me go ahead and flatten it out. And the sun is finally going behind that mountain. Oh, it's probably gonna, temperature's already getting colder. I can feel it. Wow. You can see on this tree line behind me as the sun goes down. One of the things I did bring was my Nemo footprint. And I'm just gonna lay it right on top of the snow so it kind of creates a barrier for me to stay dry. It's not very big. It's enough to keep my gear dry, as long as I don't get the snow on there, right? The trees now have all lost its sun, and it's now setting on these mountains. And it is getting colder, I can feel it. So I need to go get me some wood. I don't think this cot's gonna need to be on the dry pad, so we might adjust that. All right, let me put the stove together real quick. Time to get some firewood. I know in these trees I saw a lot of dead branches and stuff standing down, so I'm gonna go see if I can collect some of those. I'm gonna try to cut through here, create a little path if I can. Whew. Wow, that was quite the climb. If I can get the wood, just toss it down there so I don't have to keep coming up and down. That'd be perfect. Anyway, I'm gonna go gather some more wood, bring it to the campfire and cut it. Because trying to carry all these little pieces is not gonna cut it, trying to get it up and down this hill. I found this nice dead tree right here. And there's actually another one right here. It's really tall. These two trees alone should be enough firewood for tonight. So let me go ahead and get these cut up and taken down to my campsite. I am super thirsty, and I don't even have my wood yet all the way down here, so I'm gonna go get something to drink because I am really thirsty. Yeah. All right, let's get some water. That way, don't have to come back here. And let's go ahead and head back. All right, so this is the wood I got right here. It's not a terrible amount, but it's enough to keep us a little warm tonight and do some cooking. A little smaller than the size of the stove. I don't know if you guys can see this. All right, and we're gonna come back and break these up into littler pieces. We're going to use some of this fire starter just because we don't have time to mess around with this. Generous with how much we use. Really hoping these little pieces catch on fire. And this thing is heating up pretty quick. Sorry, steaming. That's a great sign. All right, so she's trying hard. I don't know if that dry wood caught or not. Might still be some of that fire starter because I did put a good amount of that in there. Well, I almost just about gave up on this fire. I was getting my stove out so that I can cook on my jetboil, and this guy magically came back to life. To work. Got some rice. Just to show you over there on the wall, still see the frost, how cold it is. But over here, no frost. It is warmed up a ton in here. And it actually feels freaking amazing. Ooh. That grease is hot. Oh, this is gonna be so good. A little salt and pepper. This is gonna work. I think I'm gonna have to end up eating just the eggs by themselves, to be honest. The bratwurst from Costco. After coming up here on this mountain, pulling all this stuff up, I sure did use up a lot of calories, and I am so happy that this stove got started because I was really hungry. I didn't really want to cook it on my jetboil because I wanted the heat from the stove in the tent because I'm cold. It was cold. My feet are really cold, mainly because I have wet socks. These boots are probably overrated for this temperature, which is why my feet are sweating. So it's boiling now. Sausage is taking a while to cook, so cutting it up like this is going to help it speed up to cook. This is telling us it's done. The rest of these eggs in here. Look at that. Oh, this is going to be so good. Well, this fire looks like it needs some tending too. Let's put some more wood in here. And I have these on standby. They're nice and warm already. Look off this guy. I have my liner, which I don't think it's going to get cold enough to use it, but I am going to keep it out just in case. It looks amazing out here, even in the dark. This moon is making everything bright. That is really good to see right before I go to bed. So it's about 1 a.m. here. I set up a time lapse in case the northern lights do decide to come out. It'd be really cool to see. And I am heading to bed. I changed my socks because they were like soaked. I'm gonna jump in bed. No YouTube for me tonight because I don't have reception here. The only thing I could do is text my wife using the Garmin, so I'll probably send her a few messages. So anyway, I will see y'all in the morning.
Hey, good morning. Oh, it is very, very cold outside the tent. Fire must have stopped. I don't know what time, but it was said it was getting down to the 26s, but I feel like it was getting a lot colder than that. I didn't sleep very comfortably and I had to put in my liner. I just could not get warm. So, I think I'm going to need a warmer sleeping bag. And my pants are frozen. Tried to restart the fire last night around 5 and I could not get it to start. And there's no way I'm going to be able to get it to start this morning. So looks like we're going to try to use the stove to do a little cooking this morning. Alright, so let's go ahead and head out, see how it looks out here. It is really cold this morning. Everything is frosted. Go ahead and keep this filter nice and warm in my sleeping bag with me because I did not want to ruin it. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and declare the bacon done because I'm not sure how much fuel I have and I don't want to run out. Some nice toasted bread. At least you guys can see it better with this tilt, right? Sandwich. Oh, perfect. Well, that sausage is cooking. I'm going to go ahead and eat this bacon and egg sandwich while it's hot because it is cold. Forgot to put salt and pepper. That's not good. And I lost a piece of my sausage. I do not like how flimsy this thing is. It says it locks in place, but it never does. Go ahead and turn the heat off. Well, if the sausage is as good as it smells, it's going to be amazing. This should be well more than enough energy to go ahead and hike on out of here. I used this liner for my sleeping bag last night, and it definitely made a difference. It feels way warmer. Might have to get the thicker one though, and a better sleeping bag. Time to take the stove down and the tent down.
So the way I set it up, unfortunately, is not the best. It's not evenly distributing the weight properly, so it keeps tipping. I'm gonna have to turn my bag sideways again. All right. You know what, it'll almost be easier to go off the path that I made. Just create a new one. Oh no.
Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed that adventure. That was pretty brutal, trying to climb up those hills with that sled. I was not expecting that. Trying to get the firewood before it got dark, and then trying to find firewood that was dry that I could use. Oh, it was a nightmare. Anyway, a lot of lessons learned this time, and I hope you enjoyed that video. And if you did, please like and subscribe. And thank you all for all your subscriptions. We finally broke that 1,000 subscriber threshold, so thank you for that, and stay tuned for the next adventure. Take care.